What's up, what's going on, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into Modern Warfare Zombies, and we're going to be talking about the secret that Treyarch implemented into the mode that will be beneficial to solo players, and I think beneficial to a lot of you out there as well. Now, this is kind of a mini Easter egg, and it is pretty easy to actually accomplish. The first step is going to require you to get a hold of a chunk of flesh. Now, the way that I got a hold of this was just by eliminating zombies. Eventually, you'll get lucky enough to where one will actually drop that chunk of flesh. You'll go over to it, be able to pick it up. You'll actually need to take this over to a doghouse. Now, you guys won't be able to spot these super easy by opening the TAC map, as you do have to be pretty close to the vicinity of the doghouse in order for it to show up. But once you guys are actually in an area where a doghouse will pop up on your map, you're going to want to head over to it with that chunk of flesh that you have, and you're going to want to go ahead and interact with it. And once you actually interact with it, you will see that it does have 4 slots inside. When you guys go ahead and open these, you will place that chunk of flesh within one of the slots. When you close it, the doghouse will actually disappear, and out will spawn a hellhound. Now, this hellhound is now friendly. You will have it basically as if you did brain rot on it. And if you guys aren't familiar with brain rot, it essentially just makes whatever zombie or enemy that you shoot at a friendly for a duration of time. Now, this guy will stick around for quite some time. I'm not sure if he stays around until he gets eliminated. As in my match, I got him about 12 minutes into my match, and he stayed with us for 22 more minutes until we finally exfilled. So he was with us for the duration of our entire match, and he actually managed to revive me not once, but twice, and that's actually how I figured out that this was what was going on. Now, I think this is extremely cool for Treyarch to implement this kind of little neat secret, and it is kind of fun because if you are playing solo, you come across the chunk of flesh, you'll be able to take it over to one of these doghouses, obviously, interact with it, and get yourself a little friend that will help you on your journey. So I think as long as you guys still have your hellhound in existence, which I did find that he did regenerate health, you guys will be able to get revived at any point that he's still alive. So as long as he hasn't disappeared, anytime that you guys go down into last stand, you guys should get revived with this guy, basically giving you endless lives throughout that match, or as long as he continues to live. No matter what situation you find yourself in, if you come across a chunk of flesh, it's probably worth going over to the doghouse and getting yourself that extra friend. Maybe if it's just for that simple extra revive, but overall I think this is a really cool feature. There's one thing that I didn't get a chance to test before making this video, but I definitely think is also pretty interesting, is when I actually went over to the doghouse, it was in the tier 1 area. However, I noticed there were doghouses in the tier 2 area and also tier 3, and when I did have the friendly dog, he was also showing that he was a tier 1. But I also do think it's possible you could hit up one of the doghouses in maybe the tier 2 or tier 3 zone, and maybe you'll get a tier 2 or tier 3 dog out of it. Overall, I think it's a really cool way for solo players to have a little help on their journey, and also for other players as well. I think it's honestly one of the coolest features they've ever added into zombies, and I hope they do something like this again in the future. That's going to wrap things up for us here. Make sure you guys go out and check this out for yourselves. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.